Hola, Jola here. Welcome to my channel. I have some breaking news I want to react to from CNBC's website. Trump's Labor Secretary Alex Acosta finally resigned from the pressure from the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case. So a few things I want to note before I get started. Jeffrey Epstein is very rich, a billionaire, which means he has a lot of money, which basically means nothing he does is illegal, because in America, if you have money, you can get away with anything. You'll make a lot of deals when you have that much money to get yourself off free, like Epstein did with Acosta, who was the U.S. Attorney for Southern Florida. They struck a secret plea deal with Epstein, allowing him to avoid federal prosecution on similar charges more than a decade earlier. So this is sex trafficking. This is one of the most heinous crimes you could imagine. And this Epstein guy has money, therefore the system doesn't affect him. We have people in America spending much more time in federal prisons because of drug charges. And we have people like him doing terrible things, harming other human beings. The most twisted and distorted things you can do, Epstein is doing, and he'll get off free because he has money. And you'll see down here the first sentence that Epstein got. It's absolutely garbage. So he was required to register as a sex offender, and he ended up serving a custodial sentence of 13 months in jail, where he was allowed out during the day on work release. So basically he just slept over. Look over it again. 13 months in jail, where he was allowed out during the day on work release. I don't know one person in the world who is a decent human being whatsoever and agrees that this is the proper way that justice should be dealt. It's obvious this is because of big money, because he's rich, so he can get away with whatever he wants to. Now, on the apology tour that Acosta was forced to go on because of the new issues that are arising, he said that the work release that Epstein got was complete BS. Thank you for saying it now, buddy. He also noted that his office intended for Epstein to carry out all of his sentence, which he expected to be 18 months behind bars. Yeah, sure, we all believe that. We all believe that you expected him to serve a 2 full year sentence in prison, as if he wasn't going to get out scot-free. He basically didn't go to prison at all. He believes they proceeded appropriately, Acosta said. We did what we did because we wanted to see Epstein go to jail. I hope he wanted to see him go to jail, but as we know, there's so many different factors here when concerning big money and different relationships that he could have been pressured to make any decision that the big donors wanted him to make. This non-prosecution agreement so that Epstein's face wouldn't be completely ruined in the public. Many people probably don't even know about this case until now, since it's getting major media spotlight. And this is one of the most terrible things about it. This non-prosecution agreement that they struck was concealed from the victims in the case. There's victims, real people, harmed by this, who saw this guy get no time in jail. And then people wonder why different people who feel they got raped or sexually assaulted don't come out, especially when a guy has a lot of money, especially when they're famous. I'm sure there's a lot of people in these situations that truly are lying about a rich, powerful person doing something to them, but it's obvious that even if they come out, even if it really happened, even if the person gets in trouble, they'll get a slap on the wrist like in kindergartner. And him resigning is so amazing to me because there's an apology tour for all of this, and this is one of the big scenarios where if our media didn't take this story, capture it, and use it and put it in the spotlight it's in, he would still easily be working for the White House. None of this would have came to light. So when we talk about like toxic media, of course the media is toxic, but this is their place in it. They do hold the government accountable. They hold the shadow government, which is the private entities of our country, accountable. Even if the media can be extremely biased, even if the media is very toxic, the media is a very necessary check and balance for our democracy. So Acosta's justification for resigning is that he didn't want it to overshadow the administration's accomplishments. Politics 101, buddy. Distract it, say I'm doing this for an honorable reason, not just to save face. But hey, this is what happens when the president gives important jobs to his buddies. They get people who are crooked connections. They're all billionaires. They all knew about this. They all know the truth about this. If you tell me that Donald Trump and all these people, Bill Clinton was also friends politically with Epstein, if you tell me that all of them didn't know what was happening and they didn't just say it for outside forces, then I think you're just ignorant to the fact and you're just believing the facade that they're trying to portray, as if they don't know these heinous acts are going on. So now they're going to save face, go on their apology tour, try to take the good side of history just because the public is finally expressing our opinion on it. So yeah, I'm happy he's resigning. I'm happy this is all being brought to the light. But I'm just sick of the everyday average American being held to a higher standard than the billionaires, ruling class, and government of our country. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join some future discussions. Thank you for watching.